guys, we are back with another video. This is going to be part 2 of what if Naruto was Katakuri's reincarnation. Now I know I have to put more detail into these stories, so it's usually like on my second take where I'm like, I do better. So like, let's say like my other 2 what ifs, I could have done better, like way better, if I just put more detail into it, like people are actually talking, interacting with Naruto. But because I usually like do the fights and then like how Naruto probably would act, Naruto is more stoic in this what if. So like he's like Katakuri. When he fights, he's not like with like he has a stoic face and he's usually calm. So yeah, and he also, the scarf is covering up his face, so most people don't even see his face. Anyways, this is part 2 of what if Naruto was Katakuri's reincarnation. Now, we ended it off with Naruto training with, like, Katakuri. So we're just gonna be before they started fighting, right? Naruto explained to Katakuri what he has to do and that he has 1 month to train before a tournament. And Katakuri, understanding this, would start fighting with Naruto. So he's gonna teach him all of his, like, he knows, Naruto knows most of his moves. And he's made some of his moves, but most of them are from Katakuri. But the thing is, Katakuri never taught him this. So Katakuri is going to be surprised that Naruto knows these moves. So, anyways, after they fight, we're gonna do a flashback. Naruto is resting, right? And he's going to go into a flashback. As he's in the flashback, as we see the flashback, sorry. Naruto is gonna take the paper out of the ball, I'll just say that he's gonna get assigned to Neji as his new contestant or something like that. Freaking fighter, my bad. He's his opponent. And Neji is gonna walk up to Naruto and say, "Look, I know you're pretty strong, so I'm not gonna hold back on you. But I know even though you're strong, I am fated to win." As Neji would walk off, Guy is going to be looking at Neji with disappointment, because Guy does not like the way Neji talks about this fate thing. Naruto, he just shrugs his shoulders. He's like, that brat is pretty cocky. He thinks he'll win just because this fate crap. So Naruto, flashback would end. So after this, Naruto, he was reminiscing upon the things, the things he'd done in the last month in that realm, because he has not gone out yet. Katakuri, Naruto has gone out, but only for occasions to get some meat, like food, because they are in the middle of the forest of death. But, the thing is, he had to find the correct mirror, so it's like, yeah. Anyways, he goes back to where he was fighting with Katakuri, and he noticed that Katakuri is dodging all of his moves. Naruto cannot get a hit on him. And this is a flashback, by the way, so we're going back into a flashback. And Naruto asks Katakuri what he's doing, as in, how is it so advanced to the point where he can't even hit him? And Katakuri says it's future sight, but way improved beyond what anyone could be capable of. As we're going to end the flashback, Naruto, having that in mind, wants to train more on his observation haki. So after the tournament of... I almost said tournament of power. After the tuning exams, he will... he's going to be training like that. Anyways, Naruto is going to be saying farewell to Katakuri, saying, "I'll keep in mind where you are," as Katakuri actually gives him something. It's a snail. And Naruto sees this and is like, what the heck is this? And then Katakuri explains, this is a transponder snail. We could talk anywhere. And he also gave him a small little mirror. He gave him a couple small little mirrors, and Naruto just he sealed them into a scroll. So Naruto can now teleport to the One Piece universe, and also the back to his universe, So he's technically carrying portals bridging from the One Piece to Naruto universe. Anyways, Naruto says farewell. Katakuri's like, and kid, you better win this tournament. So Naruto smiles and says, yeah. So Naruto grown pretty fond of Katakuri. Katakuri and Naruto can, they can kind of relate just because they have the same power, the same looks. I'm not gonna lie, since Naruto is the reincarnation, technically he's gonna be relating to Katakuri. Because Naruto was hated as a child. And Katakuri was having problems with people, like, actually, like, not liking the way he looks. So, yeah. But anyways, Naruto starts walking out of the Forest of Death into the tournament of the tuning exams, right? So, while he's making his way to the tuning exams, he's going to encounter Kakashi, but like a clone of Kakashi. Kakashi's clone needs to go talk to the Hokage. Just information saying that he's going to be a little bit late. As Naruto says hello to Kakashi, Kakashi says hi back. You know, a clone usually, the clone has like a part of its someone's soul, so it's like he could make some talk to him. Anyways, after they're done talking, they're still like walking. Naruto just says that he's gonna teleport. Kakashi does the same, but next to the Hokage, kneeling. And saying whatever he has to say to the Hokage. As Naruto appears, he appears in like a vortex of dough. Okay, it just manifests there as everyone is surprised in the contenders box. Or not in the contenders box, but like where they are. As Naruto appears, everyone looks at him in shock. Sakura was like, Naruto, where have you been for the past month? Naruto simply says, I've been training with someone. As a lot of people are curious on who this someone is. But they just shrug it off, saying he probably trained with his sensei or something. As a proctor, Genma, or Hate. Oh, I'm just calling him Genma. Genma? Look, that's the most confusing part, is remembering the proctors' names. Anyways, Genma says, well, now that most of us are here, we're allowed to start the fights. As he would start the fight, saying, all the contenders go up to the box except for Naruto and Neji. As Neji says, you should quit now, because fate has declared me as the winner already. So Naruto hears this, he's like, he's a little, like, he's not even bothered by it, because he dealt with people like this. He knows how the Hyuga clan is. Most of the Hyuga clan just says this fate thing, saying they rely on their fate, saying that, like, if it's set, then they will win. So Neji, in his mind, is thinking, this is going to be difficult, but, he thinks that he's going to win. He says in his mind, he knows he's going to win, but he's not. So Naruto says, you seem a little bit to serve this fate thing. See, I'm not like you, Neji. I understand that fate is a stupid ideal. An ideology that is there for people who think that they were just put in power because of fate that said they were allowed to. As Naruto says this, Neji is getting a little mad. As Genma would start the match, saying, well, just starting the match and then running back. He says, where was I? Okay, so he starts the match, and then Neji would rush in at Naruto. As Naruto would dodge a couple of his hits, as Neji is going into the 8 trigram, 64 palms stance, as Naruto would allow him to hit him. He just wanted to know how strong the Hyuga was. As Neji says, you're in my range of divination. As he strikes Naruto, 1 palm, or two palm, 4 palm, 8 palm, 16 palm, 32 palms, 8 trigrams, 64 palms. As Naruto gets hit with this, he gets sent back just a tiny bit, but this wouldn't work. Naruto would turn Like, okay, so Naruto would fall on the ground, but he's just making an act just to catch Neji off guard, saying that Neji says, "See, I told you I was gonna win since fate declared me. You were just a dead last, and you should have stayed in the bottom of your class." As Naruto would get up, saying, "Is that all you got, Neji Hyuga? That technique, it's weak. Honestly, I was surprised when I didn't feel any pain." As Neji hears this, he gets enraged because Naruto he just insulted the Hyuga clan. And Neji's not going to let that slide. Neji rushes in at Naruto again and tries to palm strike him, but his arm just goes, his arm would just move around Naruto's body would move around his arm. So Neji was going to be like, what the? As Naruto would cock back his fist, making an edged mochi with haki infused in it. And he punches Neji straight in the face. As Neji is sent flying as he catches himself. As he throws a kunai at Naruto, but Naruto just simply catches this and throws it back. Neji catches that, puts it back in his holster. As Naruto is getting a little impatient, since this fight is going a little bit too long. As Naruto would start rushing at Neji would have to use his Kaiten wind barrier thing where he spins around in chakra. And Naruto seeing this is like, huh, what is this? As he sees it's pure chakra, so he's like, shouldn't be a problem for me. Naruto would make many dough hands, and they're attached to his body. So just imagine him getting more hands on his back for wings, but they could extend in front of him as those hands start punching the barrier with haki. As the Kaiten starts breaking apart. So Naruto, once he sees an opening, he would quickly grab Neji, throw him up in the air, and then appear above him with a gigantic burning mochi. Not gigantic, I'll just say a regular burning mochi attack. As he throws it down at Neji, as Neji gets caught by it, and it explodes on him. Neji is knocked out with multiple injuries. As the Proctor Genma says, Naruto Uzumaki wins. As everyone is stunned silent. The crowd, Kakashi is like, Naruto, you've certainly grown stronger. Sakura was she didn't believe it. She didn't know Naruto could finish Neji so fast. Honestly, the thing is, she didn't. Okay, that sounds very stupid, but she didn't know how strong Naruto got during the time skip. She just knew that he was stronger than Orochimaru because she saw the fight. So it's yeah. Anyways, everyone in the crowd is silent. As then a clap sounds out in the stadium. Then another. Then another and another and another. As everyone starts clapping and cheering for Naruto for this outstanding performance. As Naruto's hearing this, he's a little happy, but he knows that these people, they're just clapping for the good match. As Neji is taken by some medicnin, Naruto would go up to the stands. As every single fight is canon. So Tamari versus 10-10. 10-10 loses. Is it the Shino versus that Soundwave guy? Shino wins. We have, I forgot most of the matches. Shikamaru versus, oh wait, no, this is, my bad. Tamari and 10-10 were the prelims. So I'm just going to say that all matches are canon. So yes, all matches are canon. I'm not going to actually go over them. So anyways, when Sasuke shows up, he's going to plunge the Chidori. When Sasuke shows up, his match has started. He's going to rush at Gaara with a Chidori. After they're done with a little bit of fighting and throwing hands, he's going to use his Chidori as plunges into Gaara. And you know what the craziest thing is? Yo, when I watched the Naruto, I was like, yo, this is kind of scary for real, bro. I was scared of Gaara, bro. Anyways, he starts screaming, my blood, as he's like, you Uchiha. Mother wants your blood. As Gaara starts running out of the stadium. As Kabuto uses the genjutsu of feathers, as multiple people start going to sleep. Naruto senses this from a mile away. He already knew what's going to happen. As Naruto would get up and he would rush towards Gaara as the Konoha Crush would commence. So, as the Konoha Crush has commenced, a lot of shinobi are sent to defend the village and evacuate civilians. As the civilians that were knocked out were almost like they're being protected by the shinobi. As Sakura, Temari, and Kankuro started chasing after Gaara. Or Temari and Kankuro were chasing after Gaara before Naruto. So, yeah. So, who went are going. I think Shikamaru also went. I honestly forgot about that arc. I'm not gonna lie. Konoha Crush. I'm going off of memory and, like, what mostly happened. Like, key events. Like, Naruto versus Gaara when he summoned the Nine Tails, or Gamabunta, and then transformed him into the Nine Tails. Anyways, Naruto is chasing Gaara. Gaara is in the middle of the forest now. Gaara sees Naruto and sends an attack at him, saying, Uzumaki, mother craves your blood. As Naruto, seeing this, he's like, alright, a Biju, this isn't gonna be easy. Because I'm not gonna lie, a full Biju is very strong. As anyways, we're gonna have it to where Naruto is gonna be turning the entire ground into mochi. As when this happens, multiple donuts start to rise with gigantic sized fist. As Naruto would be having that on standby in case the actual full Biju is free, Naruto would rush at Gaara, bypassing all his defenses and start punching him. And then Gaara would make some space as he jumps back far. As Naruto sees this, he's gonna make a willow mochi, trying to chase him down. As he slams his foot down as they almost get Gaara, but Gaara uses his sand to counter it. I'm not gonna lie, Gaara is almost his perfect counter. Because, due to sand being somewhat like mochi, okay, so it's like liquids and sand. Sand kind of moves like a liquid. Not really, but kind of. So this happens. Gaara would send a humongous wave of sand towards Naruto. As Shukaku's let me free. As he does the play possum jutsu, so he falls asleep. And guess what? Shukaku takes over, as he says, I'm finally free. As Shukaku would then start forming. As Naruto sees this, he takes the multiple mochi hands that he formed and he starts punching down at Shukaku. But Shukaku isn't taking any damage from that. So Naruto has to do something. As he sees that he is made out of sand, Naruto would make one of his hands, throw him 400 feet into the air. Actually, I'm not gonna lie. He's gonna get thrown 1,000 feet in the air. As Naruto is gonna be creating a humongous burning mochi fist. And it is insanely big. It is almost the size of Shukaku. As everyone that's seeing this starts running away. So Temari, Kankuro, Sakura gets freed from the sand prison thing from Sasuke as they start running. As they see this big attack and they're like, yo, Naruto, what the hell are you doing up there, bro? And he's about to throw this down. As he's like, it's over, Shukaku. As the only reason he knows the name is because the Nine Tails told him. He's like, oh, that's Shukaku. That brat thinks He's that bastard Tanuki took over Gaara, that brat. As Naruto then sends that big gigantic fist down as it detaches from his body. As it is sailing towards the ground, it hits Shukaku dead on. I'll just say Gaara doesn't get hit by this, okay? But he's still gonna have some lacerations due to the heat. As Shukaku gets disintegrated, he turns into glass. There's glass everywhere, right? And, you know, the thing that happens, right? When it made contact, the burning, like every burning mochi started landing on him. As Shukaku was defeated, as Naruto landed on the ground, safely, of course, all right? He turned into roller mochi and he started, like, rolling in the air and then hit the ground. So yeah. As when this happens, Naruto would start walking towards Gaara. As Gaara would wake up and he's like, no, I cannot let my existence be ended. No. As Naruto just knocks him out. As Shukaku isn't going to take over because Shukaku knows better. As actually, Naruto would go into the mindscape of Gaara with the help of the Nine Tails Kurama. As the Nine Tails would have a talk with the One Tails, Naruto would have a talk with Gaara, technically saying that we could become friends and that you shouldn't forsaken the people that love you. As Naruto's going to give the same Talk no Jutsu speech, saying that you're not alone, that you have me and you also have your brother and sister. As this changes Gaara. Gaara is now going to be more calm. And Shukaku, the Nine Tails is going to try to talk with Shukaku as the Nine Tails talks to Shukaku about his hate, saying that the priest is still stuck inside Shukaku, I'm pretty sure one of the reasons Shukaku is actually, like, more crazy is because of the priest. As Kurama would help get rid of the priest. As now, Shukaku is more tame. He's gonna be still a little more, like, not evil, but, like, he's gonna cooperate with Gaara. As this is the end of Konoha Crush. As Tamari and Kankuro show up, they say, "What did you do to my brother?" As Naruto says he could finally rest, don't worry. Shukaku won't be bothering him anymore. As they hear this, they thank Naruto profusely, saying that their brother was cursed by this, as their father did this to them. As Naruto hears this, he's mad, but they knew that they didn't know that his father was dead. So anyways, this is gonna be the end of Konoha Crush. So we're gonna do a time skip. 3 days later, I'm pretty sure that's when the funeral happened. Everything in canon is happening in the village. So he dies. Hiruzen dies, my bad. And the Hiruzen's death. Jiraiya's gonna be sent out of the village. Naruto is in Hiruzen's actual funeral. As Naruto's stoic, like, way he stands, he's like, he doesn't seem like he seems like he's mourning, but he doesn't seem like he's sad. Like, he's respecting a shinobi who sacrificed his life for the village. Anyways, by the way, after this, I'm gonna tell you guys all about Naruto now. So after the funeral, Naruto goes home. And he just reminisced upon what happened in his life. As he got this power. After he got this power, everything started to be more like helpful towards him. He's become more stronger, more composed, more smarter. And honestly, he's become more respected in the village. As Naruto, by the way, he's way taller now. Impressive 5'5". So he's in his adult height, but like as a kid. So he's more matured in this one now. Not that since Katakuri is way taller. So this isn't even his peak height. His peak height is gonna be 6'2", but anyways. So he profound most of his skills. So all of his skills that he had before is mastered to, like, I'll say 80%. No. I'll say 60% because that 40% does a lot. I'm not gonna lie. As he has fully mastered hockey, so he now has Conqueror's coding. All right, Katakuri learned this in that dimension after being defeated by Luffy, and this is just my, like, what if. So I'm just saying that he learned it and he taught it to Naruto, but he didn't. I don't think he actually learned it in the actual anime, because only time I've seen Katakuri was when he might help. He might ask for help from Luffy. So yeah. Anyways, Naruto learns Conqueror's coding. Future Sight is improved way more. The thing is, you could keep improving Future Sight the more you go. So it's like there's not really a limit to Future Sight. And there's also the Conqueror's Haki. It's the same because it just depends on your will and how strong your will is. So Naruto's will, I'll just say his will has begun to get more stronger. He's become more diligent, I think that's the word. As Naruto hears a knock at his door. Hello? Kid, open the door. As Naruto opens the door, he sees a white-haired man. White-haired, long-haired white man. He's tan, my bad. Tan, white-haired, long... Damn it, man. Okay, tan skin, long, luscious, white, spiky hair. With a red shirt, green overcoat, with pants and big sandals that leave him off the ground for a little bit, with a headband with the kanji for oil. This is Jiraiya. Naruto sees him, he's like, what are one of the signings doing at my doorstep? As Jiraiya would explain this whole entire situation, saying that, I'm sorry I couldn't find you last month, as you disappeared. But he explains that I'm your godfather, and that we need to go find a new Kage. As Naruto asks who the candidate is, he says it's going to be Tsunade Senju. And Naruto in his mind is like, another Sennin, huh? Alright. As Naruto would agree with going with Jiraiya, as Naruto would pack up and then be out in an hour. As Jiraiya would be waiting for him outside his door, or actually Jiraiya would go inside his house, seeing the condition of Naruto's home, he's like, wow, kid, you really outdid yourself here. As Jiraiya sees his home, it's a pretty decent home. It's like one of Big Mom's, like, children's, so Katakuri's, you know. But Jiraiya, after having some small talk, explaining, like, why he couldn't be there for Naruto because of his spy network and having to protect him outside the village and everything, they would go out the door and make their trek towards towns, like gambling places where people gamble. As Jiraiya's gonna actually sit down, like, on the where they're gonna be in, like, some place in the middle of a field of trees, but, like, the town is there. As Jiraiya explains to Naruto about something called, like, Sage Mode. As Jiraiya, like, when he was talking to him, he asked what his abilities were, and Naruto said something about observation and being able to, like, control chakra super, like, good. As Jiraiya tells Naruto to sit down and take in chakra from his surroundings. As Naruto, when he does this, his body starts to change in, like, a good way. He becomes more physically stronger now. His fruit just awoken. Okay? Once his fruit just awoken, that means that he's going to be able to do way bigger attacks than usual. As Naruto says, my abilities, my power, I feel as if I could do more. Jiraiya's like, huh? You're talking about that mochi power, huh? As the days go on, he was gonna teach him Rasengan, but Naruto didn't want to learn it today, or in that like time span of them actually going to be looking for the new Hokage. So they make it to Tanzabato Town. I think it's that. I think it is Tanzabato Town or something like that. It's the town with the big temple where Tsunade was. As it's in the middle of the night, as Naruto and Jiraiya walk in, two tall men, alright? Two tall men, and they get the attention of a lot of people. But the one they get the most attention out of is Tsunade Senju. As she sees Jiraiya, she like signals him to come over here because she wants to know what Jiraiya is doing in this town. As Naruto and Jiraiya would sit down. Same thing in canon, you know. She talks a lot of crap about the Kage. You know, Naruto doesn't... He takes an offense to it, but, like, he's not going to get out of line because, yeah, he's going to want her to become Hokage, too. So, it's like, yeah. So, Jiraiya would explain that she needs to become Hokage because Hiruzen just died. And, you know, she didn't want to accept it. So, she badmouthed, and Naruto... She badmouthed the Kage again. Naruto couldn't take it. She's like, you're quite the pathetic excuse for a Sani. Even I could beat you. Hey, I'm not gonna lie. Yes, he can. Orochimaru is stronger than Tsunade, right? Because Tsunade couldn't even take on freaking Kabuto. So Naruto could easily destroy Tsunade. Tsunade hears this. He's like, what did you say, brat? Well, not brat, but what did you say, kid? As Naruto repeated himself, she got mad by this. She's like, all right, then fight me. She slams her hands onto the ground. I mean, no, not the ground, my bad. The table. The table is, like, on the verge of breaking. Naruto says, I guess. But let's make a little bet. If I win, you will become the Hokage. But if you win, I'll pay off all your debt. So Naruto could do this. Theoretically, Naruto is the richest man in the village right now. If he actually got his father's, like, inheritance, bro, Minato was a Kage. Imagine how many missions, like, he's done, right? Like, there had to be, like, a account where, like, they got a whole bunch of money. Like, Kushina, Minato, probably the richest. Like, and they had 2 clans. So it's like, there's no way they ain't not broke. So, anyways, after this, they go outside. As Naruto is about, like, fight Tsunade, Tsunade says, I'll only use one hand. As Naruto sees this, he's a little bit, like, disrespected. He feels disrespected. He's like, huh? And he says, Tsunade Senju, you're gonna need more than one hand just to beat me. As Naruto would appear right behind her with an edged mochi infused with Conqueror's coating and haki, and he would punch her as she would get sent flying as she has to go into healing immediately. That punch almost knocked her out. As she sees that she has to get serious, so she goes into her Sage mode. As this is kind of a match for Naruto now, because Infinite Healing Woman, and they're gonna be in like a wasteland, kind of like in the middle of the forest fighting, and it's in a clearing. So Jiraiya and Shizune are gonna be watching. Anyways, Naruto would see this, and he's like, she's doing the same thing I did. As Naruto would take in the like the chakra, and then he would get ready for more attacks. As the thing is, he doesn't need chakra just to, like, get mochi, but, like, he could infuse mochi with chakra, and that could drain other people's chakra. But you know how, like, the chakra strings could drain chakra? It's like that. By the way, that just gave me a new idea. Naruto and Doflamingo mixed. That'll be a good what if. Anyways, after this, they're gonna be fighting. As Naruto would keep, like, pummeling Tsunade, but Tsunade would start dodging and hit him with chakra-infused, like, chakra infused fist, as this would actually work. Because the way she's doing it, it's like being hockey. And this would actually hurt Naruto. 'Cause Naruto wasn't using future sight. As he was like, what the heck? She actually hurt me? As, well, actually, he wouldn't say that because his fruit isn't normal. Alright, he could still get hit. It's just that he wasn't covering himself with hockey at the time. So, like, you know how he's about to get hit and then he uses hockey to just cover that place? As that's like how Luffy does it. That's how everyone does it. They do not waste hockey. Unlike Virgo, because Virgo, bro, put his entire body was made out of hockey at some point fighting Law, and I'm like, that's the stupidest thing. Like, you could have just. I think it might have been just to like negate his room, but like you can't really do anything when you're gonna get cut down with a couple of swords, strikes from Law. Anyways, back to the topic. They start fighting as Naruto steps back because she actually hurt him, and then Naruto would get serious as he's gonna be using a little bit of his Conqueror's Haki, sending it towards Tsunade, as this would make her like waver a little bit, but then she just shrugs it off as he would make a mochi like river, as a whole bunch of donuts would appear, but like not just any ordinary donuts, as they start rolling towards Tsunade, and one of them hops up and then crashes down where she was, as now they're following her, trying to crash down, trying to get her to be like hit onto the ground, as Naruto would have come in with a buzz cut mochi, as there was about 10 donuts that she had to dodge. They all dispersed into mochi and they started turning into rings, one gigantic ring. After all of them were unsuccessfully hit her, they all formed into one gigantic donut, as this is a mochi, one gigantic mochi ring, as a huge fist would, and like two hands, and they would try and like clap down on Tsunade. Tsunade sees this, she punches one of them, as they're not infused. These ones aren't infused with Haki yet. As Naruto sees this, he would rush in, previously dispersing that big attack. He would come in with a buzz cut mochi, but Tsunade would kick him in the chest, as she would jump off of his chest, but nope, she wasn't able to get away. She got hit with the buzz cut mochi, and she got swung around, right? And Naruto threw her towards the ground with a buzz cut mochi. So just imagine this, a ball that's spiked, and it's the size of it, like way bigger than a human, right? And like you're stuck to this ball until you get hit on the ground. So Naruto would swing her and then throw her towards the ground, like taking his attack and hitting it at the ground. Tsunade would be knocked out, as she would heal fully, but like she would be knocked out. This attack completely wiped her out, as she was impressed, and then she got knocked out. So anyways, after this, they go back to the town, as the thing is, Orochimaru does not know that Naruto is there, so that's why the only reason he's showing up is because he thinks that Naruto isn't there. So anyways, I think we're missing something. Hold on. They gave her a week to be able to actually like pack up her bags to become Hokage, because she did lose the bet. As Naruto would be in the hotel room that he's staying in. As I know this might not be the right turn of events, but I kind of forgot about Itachi and Kisame, so I'm gonna have to like give her like 1 week. I'm pretty sure that's the deadline that they gave her, as they were just gonna stay in the sound for 1 week. So anyways, Naruto would be in the hotel room. Jiraiya would be peeping on. He was gonna do some research, you know. And Naruto would be like, he wouldn't be okay. He would be resting. Someone would knock on his door, as he's like, Itachi and Kisame, huh? As his future sight caught on to them already. As he got up, he took his spear. As then he ran to the door, impaling the door, as both the Akatsuki members dispersed out. As then started attacking Naruto. So Naruto was in the hallway. So Naruto was about to hit Itachi. Kisame came in with his Samehada and hit Naruto, but this just took Mochi off of his back. As Naruto saw this attack, he transformed his body around Samehada. As some of the dough latched onto Samehada, restricting its movements. As this happens, Naruto would focus on Itachi. As Naruto would hit Itachi out of the building complex as he would jump down, Kisame following suit. As Kisame is about to swing on Naruto, Naruto would dodge and punch Kisame with an edged Mochi. As now Naruto is about to turn Mochi, like the entire floor, into Mochi as he puts his hand on the ground. As Itachi and Kisame are now stuck on the ground. Until Naruto makes a whole bunch of miso donuts. And then Itachi would go on to burning the Mochi with Amaterasu. As then he tries to use Amaterasu on Naruto. As it works, but then Naruto just uses some ability where he makes, he turns that part of his body into Hagi, and it would completely negate Amaterasu. As Kisame got out of the Mochi, but his sword wasn't looking too good. As he rushed at Naruto, but Naruto saw him coming, and he started barraging him with Mochi, an enemy. As Jiraiya showed up, and when Itachi saw Jiraiya, he quickly went and rushed towards Naruto. As Naruto had to stop the Mochi, an enemy, but this was just the Genjutsu, or clone. Clone was running at Naruto. As he was fighting the clone, he punched the clone into dispersion. He's like, As he saw Itachi grabbed Kisame and fled. As Itachi's like, this kid is stronger than both of us combined. As they started running, Sasuke, seeing this, ran towards Naruto, and he's like, How are you so strong? As Guy then showed up, and, everything happened accordingly. Guy took him back to the village. Naruto stayed. You know how it is. As after the 1 week came up, Orochimaru would show up, asking Tsunade to heal his arms. As when she's about to, she actually is gonna backstab him. As then Kabuto actually shows up and punches her, or tries to, as she would dodge. And then Naruto and Jiraiya would show up. As this happens, Orochimaru, seeing Naruto, is having PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. As this happens, he is reminiscing on the ass whooping that he got from Naruto, okay? There is no freaking way he's gonna forget how he got whooped. As Orochimaru sees Naruto, Orochimaru and Kabuto starts running. Or not running, but Orochimaru would instantly reverse summon out of there with Kabuto. As this happens, Naruto was like, the bastard snake was scared of me, huh? As Tsunade seeing this, he's like, kid, what did you do to him? As Naruto explained what happened in the Forest of Death and how he fended off Orochimaru. As Orochimaru, he knows that Naruto could kill him easily. As it's insane how fast Orochimaru left. As anyways, after this, they're going to start their trek back to the village. As after Tsunade is stated to become Hokage, it's going to be late in the night. As Sasuke comes across Orochimaru. As Orochimaru rushes at Sasuke and bites him. As he says, I can give you so much power, Sasuke. As Orochimaru did infiltrate the village, because he knew that the only way he's probably going to be able to beat Naruto is through Sasuke, because he has a Sharingan. But he still wanted Sasuke's body, but he knew he wasn't going to get it, and he's going to try and go for Itachi's because of... Oh, wait, no, my bad. Nope. He's gonna try and get Sasuke's body, and that's gonna be final. But he's just gonna give him power to kill his brother, and then he's gonna take his body while he's weakened. Anyways, after this, the Sound Four would show up. Orochimaru would leave, as Orochimaru would start heading back to the Sound Village. As the Sound Four say, "Hey, come with us, and we'll lead you back to Orochimaru." As they put him in a box, just to make sure the curse mark actually works and everything. And he's gonna die, but get revived. Anyways, this happens. No one is notified. One of the gate guards or patrol saw 4 shinobi going out with Sasuke, as Sasuke was with them till he got in the box. Okay, so this guy would report to Tsunade, but he gets knocked out. So yeah, one of Orochimaru's clones knocked him out. I'm just gonna put it like that because there's no way he's gonna get knocked out just for like that. So anyways, he wakes up the next day, tells the Hokage, and there's a search party for him now. Sasuke retrieval arc. So the Sasuke retrieval arc, it's gonna consist of a lot of shinobi. Well, actually, no, my bad. It's just gonna consist of Naruto. My boy could whoop everyone right now. He's running a gauntlet, bro. He could run a gauntlet. As I'm not gonna lie, Naruto is gonna start rushing out of the village towards this, where Sasuke was reportedly taken. As he's rushing towards them, he catches up to one, as they could sense him getting closer. As this is gonna be, I'll just say one of the sound members, as Naruto would quickly dispatch of him, as then another would show up. As this would be Kimimaru, as this would be an interesting fight, but Naruto doesn't have that much time, as Naruto would just make a buzz cut mochi, swinging down on Kimimaru, breaking multiple of his bones, and then swinging him all the way into the sky and throwing him down to the ground. As Naruto would finish him off with his trident, or his spear, as he lodges it into Kimimaru's neck, dislodging it from his entire body, as he would start rushing towards where the Sound Four are, as this 2 members are down. As Kimimaru wasn't a part of the Sound Four, so there's going to be 3 more members left. And then Sasuke. As this happens, Naruto would be faced with another member. The woman with the flute. As she would put a genjutsu over him, she would instantly regret it. As when the genjutsu was put over him, he would negate it and instantly teleport right in front of her with a edged mochi, punching her towards the ground. As he makes a fist of burning mochi and sends it towards her. As this would collapse multiple trees around her, it would hit contact. As she gets hit by it, and she instantly almost dies. As when the trees fall, that's when she dies. As after this death, we're gonna have, I think it's Jugo or Kibi Baru. I think the four hands, the guy with the 4 hands, would start fighting with Naruto. So the rest of the Sound 4 members say to Sasuke to get back to the village, as one of them has already contacted Orochimaru, as Orochimaru contacted some of the Akatsuki members, getting ready to meet Naruto at the Valley of the End. As this is gonna be Konan and no, just Konan and Deidara, because they could both fly. So it's they'll be able to escape. We need them alive until they're not alive, So after this fight, Naruto would finish the rest of the 2 members of the Sound 4 as he's rushing towards Sasuke. Sasuke has made it to the Valley of the End, as he sees Orochimaru, as he rushes towards him, as he then stops and says, Orochimaru, I'm being chased by Naruto Uzumaki, the thick boy I told you about. As Orochimaru hears this, he's like, well, he won't stand a chance against these two and me at the same time. As Naruto would show up in a mochi donut rolling, as then he would appear right above Orochimaru, as Konan and Deidara would instantly defend him. As Konan sends a paper wave towards Naruto, Naruto just kind of absorbs the paper, but the paper is explosive bombs, as Naruto would explode, but then he would reform into mochi. As I'm not gonna lie, I'll allow him to fully turn into mochi. Since he awakened, he could like be a Logia fruit, so he could like get blown up and then become somewhat of like, okay, let's say a magma man named the Kainu blew up, and then he could just reform. So yeah, because the attack didn't have any hockey in it. So anyways, after Naruto blows up, he reforms and he's enraged as he sees Konan. He rushes straight towards her and gets her with a whole bunch of mochi hands, as he would be using the thing where he like claps his hands, his hands, two big giant mochi hands would clap down on all of them as they would like appear above it now. But then Naruto would rush at Konan as Deidara would try and stop him, but Deidara gets hit with one of the hands, getting sent flying, as Orochimaru would try and do the same, but he also gets sent flying. As Konan is seen as the bigger threat because she could make paper bombs, as Naruto rushes at her and starts pummeling her to the ground, as Deidara would show up and throw a big blast at Naruto, a bomb that hit Naruto and it sent him flying away. As Konan was ready to retreat, as she was ordered to retreat due to her condition, as she did, and it was just Deidara and Orochimaru. As Orochimaru would summon a whole bunch of snakes, Naruto would instantly blitz, dodging every single snake, as he would take out Deidara in a couple of hits, as he's using Conqueror's Coding. So this broke Deidara's bones, as Deidara was in a comatose state, as Konan took him back to the Akatsuki village. Akatsuki hideout. As it was just Orochimaru left, as Orochimaru was fearing for his life, as he saw two of the strongest people he knew get instantly defeated. He just decided to reverse summon out of there with Sasuke, as he ran towards Sasuke and grabbed him, as Naruto was about to throw his spear, and he almost killed Orochimaru as the spear hit him, but then he disappeared into like flames. As this happens, Naruto is pissed as he saw that he let Orochimaru go like an idiot, and now Sasuke might get his body taken by Orochimaru, as Jiraiya and Tsunade told him about what Orochimaru does to one of his vessels. As Naruto is enraged, and he makes his trek back to the village, seeing all the dead bodies of the Sound Forward, he honestly hates every single one of them. Anyways, he makes it back to the village, unsuccessful. Tsunade is waiting at the front gate. Naruto says, well, look, you see, Orochimaru had two members. They wore red cloaks. They wore black cloaks with red clouds on them. As Jiraiya hears this, he is instantly flabbergasted. He's like, and you survived an encounter with those? As Jiraiya would explain who those people are, as he says that they're a part of an organization of S-rank shinobi mercenaries, technically. As he asked Naruto if he had any difficulty. As Naruto said that it was light work, that he didn't even have to use most of his, like, half of his power. As Jiraiya hears this, and he's like, what? You survived an encounter with 3 S-rank shinobi, and you bodied every single one of them. Now, he didn't say that, but he said, you survived an encounter with 3 S-rank shinobi, and you won? Technically, he won because they fled, right? So, anyways, after they hear this, they see that Naruto is really strong. Like, he doesn't really need training. So they are gonna have a 3 year like skip where Jiraiya is gonna take Naruto on a 3 year training trip, but like there's nothing really for him to teach him. So Naruto would actually tell him about this place, as Naruto would take Jiraiya to the forest of death, and it's in that hut where he sees the my bad. He sees the mirror, and Naruto tells him to follow him through it. As Naruto and Jiraiya would see Katakuri. Katakuri is chilling, as he says, "Hey, there's some things that we need to handle." As we're gonna be at the time where Luffy is in Wano. So now Naruto and Jiraiya are gonna be in that place for 3 years. My bad. Okay. Let's say this. So Katakuri could send them in the past. So I'll say that they send Katakuri sends them 2 years in the One Piece universe, 2 years back. So they will train until they're fighting people, as they technically become pirates. As Naruto and Jiraiya would technically become like a 2-person crew. As Jiraiya sees like the amazing things of this world and how it doesn't make sense, as he starts journaling this to write it in a good book. The book is going to be called The Adventures of Naruto and Jiraiya. As 2 years have passed in the One Piece world, as Tsunade has not seen Jiraiya or Naruto in 2 years, as 2 years and 3 days, my bad, as the time skip is over, as Naruto would have an encounter with the man named Luffy, Monkey D. Luffy, as he has the encounter with him. The crew is a little tense because they see that these people have become a big threat to the government, as their bounties are both at 1 billion. Well, okay, no, at 2.5 billion each. As they become pirates, but they don't really care because they could go back to their universe. As Jiraiya doesn't really like this world's government, and Naruto also doesn't, because he sees them as unjust, like unjustly punishing people. As they did liberate some countries, the places that Luffy never went to. As this changed a lot, as they are kind of viewed like heroes, but like in the government's eyes, they're not. Anyways, they encounter with Luffy, as this is time skip Luffy. As they are in Sabayoti Archipelago, they find Luffy walking with a mask, and they instantly recognize him because they're like, "Is that the Straw Hat Kid?" As they start small talk with him, like, because they did meet him while he was training. They found an island called Amazon Lily. So yeah, the warriors tried to capture them, but they instantly defeated them. And Naruto, Rayleigh heard this, and they're like, we can't have that. As they both began fighting, as Naruto fought Luffy, and Jiraiya fought Rayleigh. As Jiraiya was being trained by Naruto, technically Naruto taught him the ways of haki and observation haki, just by like giving him some of his aura. So like after he gave him some of his energy type aura, it would allow Jiraiya to actually like have those abilities. As Jiraiya has haki and observation haki. So yeah. As they fought, this is, by the way, the time they fought was a year before the 2 years. So when we're currently right now, imagine 1 year after, 1 year before, and they're gonna be fighting Luffy and Rayleigh. So yeah. Anyways, after that fight, they started becoming friends. So now they're gonna be talking to Luffy on Sabayori Archipelago 1 year later. So we're in our current time. So 2 years and 3 days. So now, Naruto is gonna be talking with Luffy, saying, "It's been a long time, Luffy. We've become somewhat of formidable pirates. We've been known throughout the seas now." As Luffy hearing this, he's like, yeah, I know. I saw your guys' bounty posters. I can't believe you surpassed me by so much. As Luffy says this, he's like, I'm looking for my crew. We're about to set sail to Fishman Island. As my crew has been separated from me 2 years ago. I remember I told you guys, but yeah, I just want to remind you. As they already remember. They're shinobi. They're supposed to. As they're like, I hope you find your crew, Luffy. As this happens, the government would spot Jiraiya and Naruto. I mean, yes, Jiraiya and Naruto. As they're going to send all three admirals, I'm just joking, not guard, all three admirals, and only some would make it on time. So, like, Kizaru would be there, and then Aokiji, and then it would be Akainu. As they do a cast on the speaker saying, all three admirals will be landing on the island. As Luffy hears this, his crew, Nami's like, huh? Usopp's like, ah! I'm just gonna do their dialogue. Rayleigh is like, oh, that's not good. Sanji, he knows what an admiral is, and he's scared because he knows he ain't gonna beat no admiral. Anyways, Naruto and Jiraiya hear this, and they are so hyped. They're about to fight three admirals, bro. And someone actually did take a big notice to Luffy. To Naruto. And it was Big Mom and Katakuri. Mind you, this Katakuri in this time, this is like a whole dimension that the actual Katakuri sent Naruto and Jiraiya to a whole nother dimension. And the current Katakuri is intrigued by this because he's stating this guy is being stated to have powers of mochi, and like he stole his fit technically. And Big Mom sees this and he's like, "What the heck?" As the three admirals would show up, Kizaru would show up first, taking care of the worst generation. As then Naruto and Jiraiya would show up. As it's like where Luffy is now. Luffy is in like that big crowd in canon. So anyways, Naruto would say, let me take care of this. As he starts fighting with the Admiral. As the Admiral would try and kick him with a light kick infused with haki. As Naruto would instantly dodge and blitz at Kizaru. I'm not gonna lie, Naruto is this strong, okay? He's gotten way stronger. He's been training for 2 years. He actually trained with Rayleigh just a little bit, just for 1 month. Rayleigh taught him some things, but like Rayleigh couldn't teach him everything because it was usually Katakuri who taught him. Anyways, after this, they would start their battle with a whole bunch of punches and kicks, and they would use their fruits as Naruto would turn the ground into mochi, creating big like places where spikes would like show up, and they would instantly attack Kizaru, as Kizaru would incinerate all of them with a light blast. Kizaru would rush in at Naruto, as Naruto would get hit multiple times, as Naruto was getting injured. As Naruto sees this, he gets mad. As he lets full-on conquer his haki and bloodlust. As Kizaru couldn't take this type of conqueror's haki. This is stronger than Shanks. It's stronger than Shanks. He got the 9 tails. He got his own bloodlust. You know how Shinobi could do that? Well, he did that all to Kizaru. And then he rushed to Kizaru with a buzz cut mochi, slamming it down on him and spinning him multiple times. As he would make Kizaru hit the ground. As then he would turn the ground into mochi, creating a whole bunch of mochi fist. As he would make a mochi anemone, and it would start pounding on Kizaru. As Kizaru couldn't take it anymore, as he passed out. But Naruto wasn't done. As Naruto would throw a burning mochi at him, Kizaru would be taken care of. Wouldn't be dead, he would just be taken care of. As Aokiji and Akainu show up, and they would start fighting with Naruto. As Naruto was like, Kurama, I'm gonna need your help. These guys are way stronger than the other guy. As Kurama would help Naruto into KCM 1. Kurama, Kurama Cloak Mode 1 or 2. I don't know. I think 2 is the one with Sage Mode and the Sage 6 Path Chakra. Anyways, after this, Naruto would be using Sage Mode. Not Sage Mode, but he would be awakened form with KCM1, and he'll be fighting Aokiji and Akainu. As the power emitting off of all three of these are leaving Jiraiya in shock because he's never seen a fight this heated before. As he would start taking more notes. As, hey, Jiraiya, he's going to be the bestseller in his own universe, alright? As Naruto would make multiple hands out of his back, and then the chakra tails that are helping him also fend off Akainu and Aokiji are also helping. As I'll just say this battle is going to be legendary. As we're going to do a time skip. 1 year later, Naruto is looking at a gigantic man in front of him. Jiraiya was helping Luffy with something on Wano. As Naruto is going to end up fighting the man himself. One-on-one bet on me, Kaido. That Kaido. He's going to be fighting Kaido. But this fight's going to be crazy. Naruto's going to rush in at Kaido. Kaido instantly backhands this man. Naruto almost getting knocked. But, like, he regains his bearings. Naruto would rush back in at Kaido, slamming one of his fists towards his face. As Kaido takes this, he tanks it. He's like, "You're so freaking weak. That punch was not even worth my time." As he would slam down on Naruto. As Naruto would be like, I guess it's time I get even more serious. As Naruto would rush in. As Kaido would dodge one of his attacks and swing his club. Naruto would dodge this, appear above Kaido, and punch him with a gigantic burning mochi. This would send Kaido through multiple mountains. As then Naruto would fling himself up into the air, creating a gigantic island-sized mochi fist. I know I did this on one of my other with this. Well, he's able to replicate what Luffy could do, alright? Anyways, mochi would be bigger. As it would slam down towards Kaido. As this would almost destroy the entire island. I'm sorry, but the burning mochi, he's not surviving that, alright? Kaido is not surviving that hit. Alright, I know Naruto didn't really, do much. Anyways, it slams down. Kaido gets hit by it. He stands right back up, and he's now in his hybrid awakened form as he turns back into a big dragon and starts firing fireballs everywhere as Naruto is dodging and dodging. As Naruto is going to have to use all of his observation hockey skills for this. As once he dodges every single attack, he has to move away from that actual place unless he's going to blow up. As this happens, Kaido would then summon the urge of a gigantic blast. Naruto sees this and he's getting ready to parry. As Naruto would then use a Mochi Rasengan. As he gets one of his arms, gets a Odama Rasengan, and puts wind chakra in it, infusing it with a little bit of his mochi and haki. He throws the mochi Rasen shuriken at Kaido as Kaido's attacked it, and it just went straight through as the Rasen shuriken kept on going. As Kaido saw this and he couldn't get out of the way in time. As Kaido, once it hit him, most of his body disintegrated. As Kaido was seen lying lifeless on the ground in his dragon form. As he de-transformed, and almost the bottom half of his body was cut. Just imagine Gojo with Kaido. As Kaido says, "Naruto Uzumaki, You are truly strong. As Kaido died right there and then. As this is where Naruto would say, I think it's time we go back. As Naruto would go back to where Jiraiya was. As they depart from that dimension. As they use one of the mirrors. As they end up back in our Katakuri's time, so reincarnation Katakuri. As Katakuri says, it seems you've both grown strong. Even stronger than me. That is so impressive. That is super impressive in my eyes. As this is where Naruto would earn Katakuri's full respect. Naruto would say farewell to Katakuri again, even after getting there. As they get back to their dimension, as they end up in the forest of death. As they walk out of the forest of death, 2 power signatures were sensed by the entire village. As all the shinobi were on standby, they were all in front of the forest of death. Tsunade was in her sage mode as all the Konoha 12 or 11 showed up right in front of where they were going to be. As when Naruto and Jiraiya made it out, everyone saw, like, they felt the strength coming off of them. As the Akatsuki spy was in the trees looking at this and like, we're fucked. As they knew they couldn't beat him. If Naruto could beat 3 Akatsuki members, 1 former one and 2 Akatsuki members, and he's able to beat anybody. As everyone sees this, they are put off guard. It's like, Tsunade's like, Naruto? Jiraiya, is that you? As this is where I'm gonna end this story off. You know, guys, honestly, I put a lot of work into this video. And just, it's insane how much, like, honestly, I don't even know if I put enough detail into it. So I'm sorry if I didn't. The reason I didn't put as much detail into the One Piece universe is because it's not a part of Naruto, okay? And I kind of completely went off script. Kinda. Alright? So they weren't even supposed to be going into the One Piece universe. But the only way for them to actually get stronger is to actually, fight stronger people. And Jiraiya, yes, he is equivalent to time skip Luffy's strength now. Or, like, way stronger. So he's, like, next to Naruto's strength. And Naruto just beat Kaido, so that's where you could get your power scaling. Anyways, this is the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed all the work I put into the video. And I hope you guys actually enjoy the video itself. As, honestly, this is probably the last... the next, part is probably going to be the last part of this. Because the thing is, if I already went into, post time skip... And, I mean, post time skip. So, I'll say, right before the time skip, right? So, after the time skip, it's still post time skip. So, they saw Luffy and Rayleigh post time skip, I'll say a year after the 2-year time skip. So, 1 year goes by, and then another year goes by for it to be the 2-year time skip, and they meet them in the middle. So, when they meet them in the middle, they train with him a little bit. And yeah, that's the only time I'm going to actually do that. So, I don't know what I was ranting on about. All right, peace out, guys.